Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday, and this is normally where we have a 5x5. That's going to come back next week. I'm still getting into the swing of things after my little break. But I did say on the Q&A on Sunday that there was going to be a huge announcement on Monday. And this announcement is right now. I wanted to make it at the beginning of the week. I said on the Q&A what I was going to do when I came back to Magic TV is I was going to shake things up a bit. And that means a few different things. It means maybe less videos one week, maybe more videos the week before. In the past, I used to kill myself to make sure that every single video went out, even if I was away for an extended period of time. I might not do that. I might have a couple of days off here and there. I might even not have videos going up every single day over Christmas. I'm not too sure. But one thing that I know that I wanted to do is I wanted to try and make sure that we're putting new content up there. You know, we're always refreshing stuff on this channel, but there's a lot of videos that have been up here for a very long time. You know, the 5x5s have been around from the beginning. My review show with Ryland has been around since the beginning. And even though we've been bringing new things in, like the Magic News, we're still, you know, a lot of the stuff that goes out is stuff that's been around for a long time. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted to try and do something very, very different. And I was looking through, while I was away, I was looking through all of the videos that I'd done. And more importantly, I was looking through all of the videos over the last 5 years that caused the most interest, not in terms of views, because it's easy to get a video with a lot of views. It's easy to get a video with a lot of comments. You have to just say something controversial, and that typically will do the trick. Get into an argument online, that'll do the trick. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for videos that were inspirational. Videos where people would comment and go, oh my gosh, this has inspired me. This is exactly what I was looking for. I've been waiting for a video like this. This has helped me with X, Y, Z, whatever the case may be. And there's been a lot of videos that people have said that about, videos where I'm generally giving advice on how to cope with nerves, how to approach an audience, you know, all these different things. They definitely fall under that banner. But the one thing over and over again that was coming up as some of people's favorite videos were the Matt-umentaries, the season 1, the season 2, and the season 2.5. And obviously, as everyone knows, season 3 will be coming at some point. I'm not too sure when. Season 3 will be coming. But for those of you that are new to the channel, maybe didn't realise, it's worth checking the Matt-umentaries out. So Matt Cluley, who you all probably know from my channel, started working in my office and knew nothing about magic. He had a background as a performer, absolutely, but he knew nothing about magic. And season 1, but he's always had an interest in magic. And he was one of these kind of L&L-esque audience members that would always react loudly and vocally to any trick that he ever saw. Well, season 1 of the Matt-umentary was me taking Matt from being essentially a Muggle into a performing magician over the course of, I think, about a 3 or a 4 month period, maybe a bit longer. We took Matt from a point where he'd never done a single trick in his life to when he was going out with me doing close-up magic at a corporate event and then performing on stage doing a 20-minute spot on his own in front of an audience of a few hundred people. He absolutely bossed that. Then season 2, we took Matt, who had more experience at this point, and got him over the course of a few months to be performing at the Blackpool Magic Convention in the Bear Pit and doing a 45-minute set at the House of Secrets as part of the Blackpool Magic Convention weekend on his own. And again, he absolutely bossed it. We then had a season 2.5, which was involving shoving nails up noses. But one thing that I've always loved, and one thing that I'm more passionate about than anything else, is helping people. The reason I do this channel is because I really want to help people. I want to help people hit their goals. That might be, I'm new into magic, I want to learn how to perform properly. It might be, you know, I've been doing magic for a while and I want to start going semi-professionally. It might be, I'm a semi-professional performer and I want to be a full-time performer. It could be any one of these things. I love helping people. And I know I've had people in the past say, oh, Craig's in it for the money. I'm genuinely not. If I was in this for the money, I wouldn't be sitting here doing videos. I'd be in there running my actual business. I do this because I love it. I feel I've got a lifetime of knowledge that I want to give back to the community. And you see that over and over again. Like, you look at my son, Ryland, who has been on America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent. He's just come back from doing a series of dates at the P3 Theatre in Columbus. He literally performs all over the world doing magic at the age of 12. And I was there with him every step of the way, teaching him and helping him and making sure that he's become the magician he is. I'm very passionate about helping the young magicians in magic. I'm very passionate about making sure that people fulfill their dreams, whatever. And I don't have time to, I'm really busy. So I try to do as much as I can. But that's why I love doing videos on YouTube, because a lot of the time I won't have time to do like a one-on-one session with somebody. But I absolutely find that by running videos and giving advice on videos, it helps people take their magic to the next level, or their career to the next level. And you see that over and over again with Matt, you see that over and over again with Ryland, and now with Thea. But the other thing that I've been doing for a very long time now, for about 3 years, is running the NetX. Now, this is not an advert for the NetX, but I think it's important that I talk about the NetX. So the NetX is my online streaming platform for magicians. There's a silver level, a bronze level, and a gold level. The bronze level is all the tricks, lots and lots of tricks, hundreds of tricks, and hundreds of sleights. You get a big sleight school on there covering every single sleight. It's all about the tricks. Silver level is kind of more personal time with me. We have 4 VMCs a month. That stands for Virtual Magic Club, where we hang out, and they've all got a different particular theme to them. One might be coin magic, one might be card magic, whatever. You also get all the business advice. You also get all of the archives, all the masterclasses, all the lectures from visiting magicians. But most importantly, you get a lot of business advice as well. And then the gold level is always oversubscribed. The gold level is everything in the silver and the bronze, but you also get access to me on a one-on-one basis. I have 2 sessions a month with a gold member, and those 2 sessions, I basically have a one-on-one 1-hour session with them, and the idea is that I will help them hit whatever goals they want to hit. Now, different gold members have different goals. Some gold members want to become better at magic. Some gold members want to become better at business. Some gold members want to become, internationally successful performers, whatever the case may be. And most of the gold members that are with me have been there from the very, very beginning. We've added others on over time, but we've never opened it up beyond the original opening, beyond the original launch of the NetX. We've never opened up other slots because it oversubscribed in seconds, and then I've not really had time to take other people on that I can mentor. I bring this up for a reason, and the reason is I'm launching today a brand new video series on Magic TV, where I'm going to be doing a Matt-umentary style series on YouTube, but with one of you, with somebody here watching this video. Now, I don't want to sound egotistical, but like I said last week, I have got an ego. The reason I've got an ego is because I've done a lot in this industry. I've done an awful lot in this industry. I've won every single award as a creator that there is to win. I've become a very successful performer in my own right. I've set up 2 businesses that do thousands, tens of thousands of bookings every single year. I've trained, just in my one company, my kids' entertainment company, I've trained over 300 entertainers to become part-time or full-time kids entertainers, and I supply them with all of their work. I've taken multiple people on that have got virtually no experience at magic. I've brought them into my company Slightly Unusual and given them enough work that they can go out and basically be full-time magicians, and I've done this over and over again. So and I understand how to run a business. I've got qualification. I've got a BA in business entrepreneurialism and marketing. I understand marketing. I understand digital marketing. I understand business growth. I understand business acquisition. It's something that I do all the time within my own company. The reason I'm telling you this is because, and this is the pitch that I gave when I originally set up the NetX, whatever it is that people are interested in, I can help them. And I'm going to help one person watching this completely free of charge, no catch. But first of all, I want you to understand, it can be anybody wanting anything. You want to become a magic creator, that's fine. When I started working with Chris James, he'd only been doing magic for a few months, and he had an Instagram channel with like a dozen people on it. Now, he works full-time with Alakazam. He's a creator, bringing magic out with some of the biggest companies in the world. He's been a huge success. You want to become a full-time magician? Look at Jay Blunt in Bristol. He started working with me. He had no gigs. He had no bookings. He liked magic and he worked at McDonald's. Now he's a full-time magician, going out performing regularly. He's at Smoke and Mirrors as one of the resident close-up magicians, one of the training to become one of the resident stage magicians. He makes his full-time income from magic. You look at somebody like Aries over in Toronto. There's somebody who came to me with no bookings, no gigs at all, no website, no nothing. Now he's working full-time, doing multiple gigs every single day. The list goes on and on and on. In fact, very, very quickly, I'm going to show you, I asked a couple of the gold members in the NetX just to shoot me a 1-minute video over of what they have got out of being mentored with me over the course of the last few years.
My name's David. I remember when I first found out I got a gold membership with Craig Petty. I was so elated, and that was years ago. And at the time, I only knew a double lift. I think that was about it. I knew how to do a double lift, and that was it with cards. And I did not even know how to do a coin vanish, not even a French drop. And I started working with Craig, and for the first year and a half, we focused mainly on coins. And he took me from nothing to a coin worker. And we also work on cards. And I'm at a point as a 4-year hobbyist. I'm a 4-year hobbyist now. So I had only been in magic for less than a year when I started working with Craig. I'm at a point now where I regularly gig at restaurants after work. And I just love performing to random people. Lastly, I wanted to say that I run an investment management firm. I have for the past 10 years, and Craig has been a big part. I really want to grow that firm, and Craig has been integral in really helping me find ways to grow my firm. So becoming a gold member has been just, honestly one of the greatest experiences that I've had. Thank you, Craig.
Hey, I'm Thomas Maloney. I'm a professional magician. I do a lot of kids' parties, cabaret shows, close-up, and I'm at the moment currently learning illusions thanks to Craig. I started learning magic in 2019, and I knew I wanted to take it to the next level and become a professional magician. I thought this would be easy, but it wasn't. I was really struggling with the business side of magic. I just didn't have the skill set to do the business. There's a lot of gaps in my knowledge where I just wasn't getting the consistent leads and just struggling to make money in general. But being a gold member, Craig helped me set goals, set targets such as come up with a cabaret show and generate more leads. And the main goal for me was to just make more money and support my wife and kids and myself and make a decent living out of being a magician. The best part of being a gold member is every fortnight he'd set me goals, and I'd work my best within the fortnight to the next meeting to accomplish them goals. The more I put in, the more I got out of it. And I was just generally seeing a growth in my business from just applying the knowledge Craig was sharing with me. Now I have a very slick cabaret show which I'm proud of, which Craig helped me develop. I'm doing some illusion shows which I'm very happy with, and again the main goal is I've got a respectable income. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without the knowledge that Craig gives away in his gold sessions. And now I'm proud to say I'm just a successful professional magician.
Hi, my name is Bernard Mariano, and I've been a gold member with Craig Petty since the beginning of NetX. I'm based in Hong Kong, and I'm a children's entertainer and a close-up magician. And I've actually been performing magic for over 30 years. Craig has been a tremendous inspiration, and the one-on-one sessions that we have twice a month has really improved my performances, the way I think about magic, and the new approach to magic. Craig manages to tailor-make all the lessons to fit, and he's helped me a lot in terms of marketing strategies, encouraging me to revamp my website and to get my presence on social media. He also helps me when I have problems with the content of my shows, and he's just a tremendously inspiring person, and probably technically one of the best magicians that I know. So it's great to be a gold member.
Hello, I'm Sam, and I'm a magician from Manchester and a gold member on the NetX. Now, I've been a gold member on the NetX since the start of 2025, and there's a wealth of information on there. The courses on there are mind-blowing. Things, I'm watching them like, oh my god, I didn't even think of that, that's genius. So there's a lot of stuff to go through there, but the real value, the real gold of being a gold member is the one-on-one sessions with Craig, the Zoom sessions with Craig, where he looks at you specifically as a person, and he doesn't look at what you're doing right, he looks at what you're doing wrong, and he talks you through how to fix it, how to do things differently, how to play the game, and how to succeed. And these sessions, honestly, I don't have any words for them. He was the stuff he's told me, I didn't even think about, or I didn't even know about. So it's completely changed my vision for the future. And I'm very excited about my future, and being a gold member on the NetX and the help that Craig's given me on there from being a gold member is directly linked to that excitement moving forward. So thank you, Craig. And if you're watching this and you're not a member of the NetX, try and get on there, because you won't regret it, and you'll wonder, just as I did, where has this been all my life?
Hi everyone, Gulen Bujaya here, all the way from Malta. I'm a member of the NetX, I'm a gold member of the NetX. I have been so since the very beginning, back in 2022, when Craig got started with the NetX. I joined during the pandemic, where I had no jobs, no gigs, nothing. It was a very sad time for every other performer, but immediately me and Craig, we got working on how I can improve my brand, improve my business and my show, so that when the pandemic was over, I could come out strong. And I did, in fact, so strong that after the pandemic, I was doing more shows than I was doing before. This kept on going year on year. Thanks to Craig, I was improving the business strategy, increasing the number of shows, to a point that as of last year, I was able to shift from a full-time employee working for a company to now being a full-time magician. Now, apart from working locally, me and Craig, we discussed many different things, including internationalization, which I was able to do so. I was able to perform internationally. I was in Bristol, Barcelona, going to London, going to Lisbon, going to Rome. I even performed at the Blackpool Magic Convention, which was amazing. We're currently working on my one-man theater show, which Craig is helping a lot with helping me streamline some of the ideas, brainstorming and discussing both from the theatric side, so the show side, but even from the sales side. And even discussing creativity. That is a very good thing we're doing as well. So usually I create a lot of material which I keep for myself, but Craig is helping me take these ideas, refining them, to then eventually potentially take them to market as well and put them on the magic market as well. So we're discussing a lot of ideas. Honestly, being a gold member is one of the greatest things I have done for myself and for the business. If I could go back, I would do it over and over again without any hesitation. So I highly recommend anybody to become a gold member of the NetX. Actually, become a member of the NetX in general, because the material there is amazing. But if you can become a gold member, that's even better. I wish you the best of luck in potentially finding a slot, and take care.
Hey everyone, my name is Ariz, and I am the Colorblind Magician. I'm based in Toronto, Canada, and I wanted to share how Craig Petty's mentorship helped turn my magic into a full-time career. When I first started, I knew some close-up magic, but through Craig's guidance, I learned not just how to do magic, but how to entertain an audience. This was the game changer. As a gold member, I had access to a streaming platform and fortnightly coaching calls where I didn't just learn tricks, I really learned how to build a show, engage a crowd, and most importantly, run a business. With his help, I created a children's magic show and started performing on stage, and I was able to launch 2 businesses, one for children's entertainment and another for corporate events. Right now, I'm working 3 restaurant gigs a week, and I do shows on weekends, and I was able to quit my full-time job, replacing my income doing what I love. I'm truly grateful to Craig for his support, wisdom, and belief in what I was able to become.
Hey guys, Chris James here. When I think of Craig and what he's done for me in all aspects and areas of magic, it really starts off being a gold member of the NetX. If there's ever a spot open to become a gold member, grab it as soon as you can. It will change everything for you. Those sessions have helped me tremendously over the past few years. I work for a magic company now because of that, and that's crazy. So I get to wake up and do what I love every single day. I'm creating magic, something I love to do. My whole life is magic now, and a lot of that has to do with those sessions that Craig did with me during the past few years. The one thing I love about Craig, though, is he doesn't hand you things. He doesn't just do a favor to do a favor. He's done favors. I'm not saying that, but he makes you work for it and sees that you have to go through that journey. And I think that's where Craig shines, and that's where Craig is able to take these people and just make them go from here to here and lead them along that journey. And I think that has a lot to do with the people that helped Craig, I'm assuming. Anyways, just wanted to come on here and say that about Craig. And honestly, he's just been a tremendous friend and a great person to have in my corner when it comes to personal magic, all of it. So thank you, Craig. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Hi, my name's Stuart. I have been in magic for not all that long, actually. I'm fairly new in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. Started just before COVID, and spent some time learning some basic tricks through the lockdown period. And just after that, I met Craig and joined the Gold NetX. We've been doing mentor sessions ever since, a couple of times a month. And I guess for Craig, I was probably one of those people that was a bit basic to start with. You know, we've worked on everything right from very basic sleights. You know, I couldn't do a double lift when we first met. And he's just been dedicated to helping me sort of move on and develop throughout, really. We set some goals as we've gone along, some specific performances in my case that I wanted to get to, and we're working on something new at the moment, and that's coming along nicely. But the major thing really has just been the constant encouragement, checking in, making sure that I was progressing, and it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of the efforts that he's made, and hopefully long may it continue. I better get back to work now.
Hey everybody, my name's Jeremy with RogueMagic.com. I had joined the Gold membership when it first came out. I didn't know anything about business. And I thought, you know, this guy Craig, if anybody knows business, he does. I mean, he's all over the place. He knows what to do. And so I jumped on it as fast as I could. And that was probably one of the best pieces of professional development that I ever did. Because, you know, in the field of magic, there's different areas. There's the theatrical piece. There is the actual knowledge of the field, deception, sleight of hand, misdirection, those kind of different things. But there's also a business piece. And I think a lot of us skip that. And I've got a huge list of things I still need to do. I'm still working through it. But I know what to do now. And I think that's going to make a huge difference as I move further down the road. Thanks, Craig. It meant a lot more than I could ever express.
Now, to be clear, those people pay to be gold members. If they didn't think they'd be getting something out of it, they wouldn't be working with me. Look at Gwilliam, who you just heard from. Gwilliam is in Malta. He became a full-time magician off the back of, one of the reasons was working with me in the gold membership. Are you seeing a pattern here? Anybody who wants to become a full-time magician, I take them and I make them become a full-time magician. Anybody who wants to become better at sleight of hand and magic, I help them do that. I've been lecturing, performing and teaching for years. I work with businesses to help achieve sustainable growth within their business, to help get more leads, more sales, more bookings, more money, more profit, whatever the case may be. I work with businesses outside of magic. I get booked to be a motivational speaker at corporate events. People don't even know I'm a magician. I go in and I speak on subjects like business growth. I understand all of this. And I do this YouTube channel because I try to impart knowledge onto as many people as I can. And I love talking about how to do this type of magic, how to survive in this situation. Anyway, the reason I tell you all that is not to blow my own trumpet. And honestly, if I had one thing that would appear on my tombstone, it wouldn't be Craig Petty, he created a lot of magic. Craig Petty, his double lift was good. Not that it is. It would be Craig Petty, he helped a lot of people. My mentor, Brad Burton, who's the #1 motivational speaker and business speaker in the UK, he turns around and one of his sayings is, help many, hurt few. And I live by that mantra. I really do. I want to help as many people as possible. And the only thing that limits me is time. If I had enough time and enough resources, I would work with so many more people. It's just not always possible. But what is possible is what I'm about to announce right now. We are doing a new documentary series on Magic TV that's going to run very similar in a very similar fashion to the Matt-umentary, the Ryland-mentary, that sort of thing. The idea is that I am going to be working with one of you for free. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm going to be working with somebody, and I'm going to be working with you. I haven't worked out how long yet. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, and we're going to document everything on YouTube. And I'm going to, basically, here's how it's going to work. You can have any goal in mind. It's up to you what your goal is. If you want to become a full-time magician, I will help you hit that goal. If your goal is to become, maybe you're a full-time magician, but you're not getting enough work and you want to get more work and you want to maximize your bookings, I'll help you do that. If you want to transition from being a kids entertainer to a stage magician, I can help you do that. I can help you do any of these things. Here's the caveat. Here's the thing. We're going to document it and put it all on YouTube. So unlike the gold members, you'll have weekly sessions with me. So we're going to have this run every single week for somewhere between 3 to 6 months. I'll let you know that at some point down the line before we start it. But every week, you're going to have a Zoom session with me, and we're going to film that Zoom session, and I'm going to put it on YouTube. And I'm not going to hold back. We're not going to edit anything out. We're not going to cut anything out. We're going to be talking very, very frankly. And as you heard from those testimonials, when I work with somebody, I am very forthright. I'm very honest, because the most valuable thing that I have, the thing that's more valuable to me than anything else, is my time. People say, how does Craig get done so much? I get done so much because I'm very, very strict with my time. I try to make sure that every second counts, so I can spend more time with my family. I can spend more time with my kids. It was why I took a break off YouTube, to see if this is something I still wanted to do. Turns out it is something I want to do. But ask any gold member or any person I've mentored, and they will tell you the same thing. I am very forthright. If something is crap, I will say it's crap. If something doesn't work, I'll say it doesn't work. If somebody has got the wrong attitude about a particular thing, I will say they've got the wrong attitude. So I need people, I need the person that's going to be going on this documentary with me will be appearing every single week on Magic TV. We'll be filming our sessions every single week, so you can be anywhere, from anywhere in the world. We'll be filming these sessions every single week, and we'll be putting them on YouTube. We will have the first session where we iron out what your goals are, what you're wanting to achieve, why you're wanting to achieve it, where you are right now, where you want to be. And I will, every single week, be telling you what you need to do, helping you, pushing you in what I think to be the right direction. And then the following week, I'm going to be holding you accountable. Did you do that? Did you do that? Why did you not do that? What? And then we're going to set your homework for the next week and the next week. And I'm going to drag you kicking and screaming into achieving whatever goal you want to achieve. So what you need to provide is, I need somebody who is ambitious. I hate working with people that don't put 100% in. I need you to be ambitious, I need you to be hardworking, and I need you to want this 100%. What I don't want to be doing is sitting down on somebody on Zoom 2 weeks into the session and I say, have you done that? No, why not? Life got in the way. Well, you know what? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's not easy, and not everybody will be doing it. Here's the thing. 80% of small businesses shut down within the first 5 years. Out the 20% that succeed, only 20% of those achieve their full potential. Why? Because most people like the idea of going and being successful, but then when it's presented to them what they need to do, they don't do it. And I'm not talking about financial obligations or anything like that. I'm just talking about old-fashioned hard work, grind, hustle. Now, I'm not talking about working 24/7, that's ridiculous, but I'm talking about putting the effort in. If you're going to be somebody who every single week comes up to me with excuses, I don't want you to apply. Because here's the thing, excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink. I don't want any excuses. I want somebody who's going to come back to me the following week and go, yeah, I've done that. People like Jay Blunt, people like Aries, people like Sam Hughes, people like Gwilliam, people like... The list goes on and on and on. Thomas Maloney, the list goes on and on. People who I've worked with that have done exactly what I've said. I've held them accountable. They've pushed, and now they're in a position where they are happy with where they want to be. And they continue to work with me because now we've got new goals that we're working on, and even bigger goals and even bigger goals. But this is about taking somebody from one step to the next step. So if you are prepared to work hard, if you've got the right ambition, if you're prepared to meet with me weekly on Zoom, and you're prepared to have all of this shared on the internet every single week, and why do I want to share it on the internet? Why not just give a scholarship away? Well, the reason is I want to help as many people as possible. And I genuinely think if I take somebody who has the same problems or the same goals as a lot of other people that are watching, and we share that journey and what we've done together to get you to whatever level you want to get to, I think it will help a lot of other people that are watching on YouTube as well. I know that the Matt-umentary helps so many people. I know Matt's journey and magic helps so many people. And I want to help as many people as I can. You got to have the right attitude. You got to have the right ambition. You've got to make sure that you're happy to have it go on YouTube. And you've got to make sure that you're going to turn up every single week. Because honestly, if I'm putting time into this, and I will put time into this, if I'm putting time into this, you will as well. Now, I don't know how long this is going to run. It could be 3 months. It could be 6 months. While you are doing this with me, you will get full, complete, and total access to every single level of the NetX for free. So you'll have full access to the NetX, all of the tricks, all of the business courses. We'll be referring to a lot of the business courses if business is something in which you want to actually focus on, if you're wanting to get more gigs. And you know, I'd love to work with somebody that gets more gigs. I'm really good at that sort of thing. I'm really good at without blowing my own trumpet, that's something that I know I can help people with. You see my proven track record. I can definitely help people with that subject. But you know what? I've had conversations with people in the past, not gold members, but other people, and they say to me at conventions, I need more gigs, what do I need to do? And I'll literally step by step tell them what they need to do, and they go, oh, that's too much like hard work, don't want to do that. If that's you, don't apply. Now, we're going to give you 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today, to send to Michael a 60-second video pitch of why you should be the person that I work with in this new documentary series. Because it's not going to be me that chooses. It's going to be you guys. So if you want to be one of the people that I choose to work with, you've got 2 weeks to send to Michael a 60-second video, a 60-second pitch, not a second over. Can be under if you want to, but not a second over. A 60-second pitch of why you want to work with me, what your goal is, what you want to achieve, and what you're looking to get out of this situation. You send it to Michael at info@magictv.org. Then what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time? We're going to put up another video like this one, where we're going to be playing all of the submission videos. So every single person who sends us a submission video of why they want to work with me, we're going to put all of those on that one video. And at that point then, we're going to set a poll up on YouTube, and we're going to have all the names of the people that have applied, and everybody that's watching my videos, they're going to have 2 weeks to vote for whoever it is that they want to actually have as the winner for this thing. You're going to vote for whoever you want to have, and then at the end of the 2 weeks, whoever the winner is, that's the person that I'm going to start working with. And then immediately they'll be set up into the NetX. They'll be set up on the one-to-one calls with me. Every week they'll have a one-to-one. Normally in a gold membership, you only have 2 a week, 2 a month. You're going to have 4 a month. And we're going to document the whole thing on YouTube. And I'm going to drag whoever it is kicking and screaming to the next level, whatever the next level looks like to you. So here's your pitch. I've had so many people on this channel say to me, I want to be a gold member, open up gold membership. How can I work with you? I want to work with you one-on-one. What can I do? Here's what you do. You send a video to info@magictv.org. You mark it for the attention of Michael. Michael's then going to take all of the videos. We're going to look at all of them. We're then going to put a video up, and you guys are going to vote for who you think the person is that I should work with. So get creative with your pitch videos. Really make me laugh. Make me want to work with you. Because if you make me want to work with you, then everybody who's watching these videos and all the fans of Magic TV, they'll want you to work with me as well. It's up to you now. If you've been waiting for a moment in your life where you think, you know what, I could get to that level if only I had the knowledge to do this. I've had so many people say to me, oh, Matt's so lucky because he gets to work with Craig. If I got to work with Craig, I could get to the same level Matt is. If you've been the person that's been wondering why you're not where you want to be, this is the moment right now where you get to turn things round. There's moments in your life where you get to make a decision that will change the course of your life forever. For me, it was when my wife came home, Sarah came home and told me she was pregnant. We'd been trying for a child. I was the laziest bum in the world. I had no money. I was shit at magic and I had virtually no gigs. And my wife, who was a deputy head of a school, kept me. She came back from work and she said, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm pregnant with who would eventually become Ryland. The bad news is now you need to step up. I'm not going back to work full time. I need you to make this magic thing work for you. And if not, we're going to do something else and you're going to get another job. And I realized that if I wanted to carry on doing what I love, which is magic, I realized that if I wanted to take my unborn child and I wanted them to have the life that I wanted them to have, and I wanted my wife to have the life that she would have, I knew I needed to sort my shit out. I knew I needed to take things to the next level. And a switch flicked in my head. And from that point on, I have been working my ass off to be the best I can be. And to be clear, I'm never going to be the best magician. To be clear, I'm never going to be the best presenter. To be clear, I'm never going to be the best business owner, but I'm damn good at all of them. And I'm good enough to say that I have been successful at everything that I've tried. Building a business, check. Surviving COVID, even though we went into massive debt, check. My own personal performing career, check. I've done every single type of gig you can possibly imagine. Magic creation, consultation, YouTube, whatever it is, the list goes on and on and on. I have excelled at everything that I've done, not because I'm the best, but because I'm too dumb to quit. And I decided when my wife came home and told me I needed to sort my shit out, that I had to sort my shit out. And I did. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to sort your shit out, but what I'm saying is if you've been waiting for a moment where you want to take your next level and actually make it achievable, I can help with that. Go back and look at those testimonials. Not only can I help with that, I will help with that. It's over to you. You've got 2 weeks to get me your submission videos. The clock is ticking and it starts right now. My name's Craig Petty. Welcome to the new documentary. It's going to be starting very, very soon. This is Magic TV. I'll see you tomorrow with Magic News.